feel significantly different than it felt when we arrived. An opening was created for these souls to emerge and to ascend, to move forward in their journey of transmutation, continuing the cycle of life. And the energy once stagnant in this area, at this particular place, will no longer be a blockage.
On our fourth day, we crossed the border from Serbia into Bosnia to visit the town of Visegrad, which is home to the historic bridge that stretches across the Drina River. This is a site of intense trauma that stretches back through the generations. Within the turmoil of World War II, this town and region saw genocidal atrocities committed between two major ethnic groups. Thousands were killed in what may have been waves of retaliation and escalating dehumanization of each other. These cycles of atrocity and genocide would again consume the area during the Bosnian War in 1992, just 30 years ago.
Even when I was reading about it this morning at breakfast, it was very heavy. It really took me by surprise, and it took me out of alignment, and I had to sit with it a bit to digest what I just had read, the type of atrocities that have occurred here that are unfathomable, unimaginable pain, suffering, caused by the very neighbors that have lived together for maybe generations or centuries. What was interesting is the work that was required before actually coming here to Visegrad in Bosnia was making an important stop in Tara Mountain National Park in Serbia, just before the border. At the mountain, I was able to tap into the energy that was present, that was fueling that trauma at that time. And interestingly enough, it was still active. There was a doorway, a gateway into a very dark dimension that was still present. So the first stop was to actually address that and close that gateway before we would come here to elevate and assist in the ascension, in the continuation and the liberation of the souls that had died here. We're talking about thousands of people that had passed in a very, very traumatic way. And it had left a mark, an imprint, as if it just happened yesterday. It was so palpable in the place, the heaviness. I can only imagine what the generations that have come after, how they are digesting this and how heavy it must feel to think about it. The humans that participate in a moment like this, in a situation like this, are neither good nor bad. As souls, they all have agreed to complete this experience. For a moment, they take the role of being a perpetrator, a victim, or a savior, for the greater learning of the collective. And the message that we got in the channeling was that this type of liberation of souls actually moving on will assist in the grieving process as well. And that to me is one of the many beautiful reasons we're doing this work. Witness the transformation of this place. Witness the souls emerging, ascending, moving forward and onwards. Witness the individuals alive at this time and age in this region to receive the benefits of this liberation. You have to imagine this region is very old, it's ancient. Belgrade as a city is over 7,000 years old. There's incredible history through many eras because it's also such a strategic position for many different nations and empires to hold that place. How can we see the transformation and the evolution of consciousness occurring in an area like the Balkans? When we even look into the most recent wars, can we see a way out of these consistent cycles of trauma and then calming and then trauma again, in this consistent cycle that seems to not seemingly change? I believe that there is a way for consciousness to evolve that is beyond recreating trauma, recreating cycles of challenge to learn. There is a different way of learning, and we are about to connect to that different way of learning, the different way of evolution of consciousness.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode. We hope it sparked your curiosity. Don't forget to log into your Mighty Network space where you'll find complimentary meditations and a treasure trove of supplementary content waiting for you. Now, if you felt connection with our journey and want to explore deeper, we have a special invitation for you. Our expedition is not just a series of episodes. It's a labor of love, research, and exploration. You have the opportunity to directly contribute to this journey and become an integral part of it by upgrading to access our next 3 episodes, weekly live group meditations, and weekly live calls with Asil. This is not just about upgrading your package. It's about supporting this exploration that we are all a part of. And to make this transition easier for you, we have a special offer. For a short period, with just $33, you can step deeper into our shared expedition. This offer is available to you until midnight Pacific time on June 15th. We have an exciting 3-week journey ahead of us, filled with discovery and shared experiences. We're eager to bring you along and share each magical moment with you. We're all in this together, and every step forward is a step we take as a community.